Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sniper Elite 3. The next Sniper Elite game, yes, based in Africa. We've said goodbye to Berlin, now we are in Africa. And surviving in Africa. Anyway, so I recently got a chance to play a good solid mission of the game. It's actually the same mission that we have shown in previous videos, but this time I actually got hands-on with it as opposed to being, sent gameplay. And this is a mission that essentially will take 40 minutes to complete. Now you're asking, that's pretty mad, Sam. Why is it going to take 40 minutes to complete? Well, it is a big old mission. It is an open world. You can essentially tackle it how you see fit. It is not a linear path, and you'll see from some of the gameplay here how unlinear it is. And you could tackle this in many ways. You could go very silent. You could probably only kill 2 people and get away with it all. You could go in guns blazing and it will probably go horribly wrong, which it does for me at some point. So I know how bad it is. So I will mention this is a preview build, so things will go wrong. Things have gone wrong. This is a work in progress title right here. But Halfaya Pass, Halfaya Pass. That's the mission. Anyway, essentially we have to take out 3 targets, and then we're going to be going on one-on-one with a tank. Yes, a tank, which in itself was pretty difficult. So the next bit of this this lovely video you're watching right now, it's going to be myself running through this in a very silent fashion. So we're gonna see some hardcore stealth action. It's going quite well, and then the shit will inevitably hit the fan. And we'll cut past some of the errors that I do, because no one wants to see someone terribly play a game, because you might get upset and start crying, which I would never want that to happen. So we're going to show you those set pieces of destroying things, and hopefully you'll get a chance to really get a feel for Sniper Elite 3. So here we have a brief fly through of the mission ahead of us. Obviously there are gun points that we're going to have to watch out for. Then we've got to take out these artillery weapons. That's our main objective there. But obviously we've got to traverse through this world that is very bright. There's not much cover when you're in sunlight, and you are in an open world. You're not, these are very wide corridors. So a lot of this mission is actually finding these really nice sneaky pathways that you wouldn't normally find. You have to kind of seek them out, but there's a lot of really nice hidden paths through the map that are going to obviously assist you on your way to doing this a very stealth way. And obviously don't forget, this is Sniper Elite, so you have your binoculars, you can tag enemies, you can find out about their rankings, and who's a bigger threat to you. You obviously want to get rid of the bigger threats. Right here now, in the minimap in the bottom left hand corner, it's obviously telling me that there are people around. I don't know which way they're facing. I don't know what their perception of the world is. I don't know if they're above me, below me. So you have to be very careful about that. And I'm going to assume that if you play on a harder difficulty setting, that they'll completely turn that off. So you literally probably won't find absolutely anything. So right now we're actually at the start of this map, essentially. We're just trying to cross over quite a key bridge that is obviously going to get us into the heart of the artillery compound. It's a very pretty game, and I'm really appreciative of lighting effects like this, because obviously it kind of does blur your vision, and therefore makes it harder for you to sneak about, because obviously you can't really see into the light, which I hear staring at sunlight is pretty dangerous as it is. So there's this bloke here, and now to just throw the body. No one will notice, and we can continue on across this bridge.
First order of business: find those 88s.
So for those who are fans of gruff voices, you'll be happy to know that Carl Fairburn here has such a gruff sniper voice. Anyway, so obviously we're going ahead into a big area. We've got the sound mask in the top there, but unaware of how many enemies are in the area. And then we realise, whoa, there's quite a lot of them here. So we've got one on the roof, geezer going into the house, and I think there were a few more. The sound masking is actually a vehicle backfiring over to our right, so we can use that to our advantage. We can also blow that vehicle up when the sound masking goes off, and essentially everyone will be like, what's going on? Actually, yeah, there's a vehicle backfiring, but sometimes you can come across like firing ranges and stuff like that. See that red glowing item? That is essentially your explosive spot that you want to be firing your bullets at to cause a right firework party. Now, as we come up through this little path around here, obviously we're not going to go running out into the open. That guy who we've clocked on the roof is going to spot you, and essentially everyone's going to get, the alarm is going to be alerted, and it is not going to go very well at all. So we're going to sneak through here and see if there are any any guards who might be in our way. Oh, I can hear it German. So there is a guy on the end here, and he's actually talking to another. Yeah, so there's two more people. It's a busy area to be in, but obviously we can distract as per usual with throwing rocks. You know, we could essentially throw rock here, get him, line up the shot with a well rod, which is a silenced pistol, and you'll gain additional XP for sort of sorting out these sort of kills. Well organised kills, you'll get more more XP for. But I was thinking, the day I played this, I was thinking, do you know what? I don't want to kill a lot today. I really am not in the mood for a lot of killing, so I'm going to just sneak on through and see, you know, if I can just get away with murder by not killing anyone. That doesn't make any sense, but I appreciate that. So obviously there's this guy in this house here. As you can see now, there's guys opposite. There's a guy whistling, which sadly doesn't count as sound masking, which would be amazing in itself. And in some of these like complexes, you can find hidden items. You can also find items that are going to help you on the battlefield. So this this generator here, I can get involved in it, give it a good punch or an elbow, and it's going to start making some serious noise and smoking, and that's going to be another distraction for anyone in the area. It's also going to alert a guard. So you see on the minimap there's a yellow guard. He's going to come over and kind of go, what's going on? Obviously you can play this in completely different ways, so I thought we'd kind of play through this a few times. So in this case I've actually taken out this guard, so you can just lay down, wait for him to come round. He spotted me there. He's going to go red, which means he's completely alerted, but he didn't have a chance to alert his friends to come over and deal with me, and that was obviously a premeditated shot there because I lined it up. The game knew that I was luring him in with a rock, and this is a very dangerous game. You know, enemies will spot you if if you're not careful. And now we've got to relocate, and you know, you've got to run 50 meters away from the area, and essentially you've now ruined the chance to be stealthy, which for some gamers, you might kick themselves and do what I'm doing here and loading the last save. So obviously, if stealth is your thing, you can go about sneaking up behind enemies here and taking them out, get some isolated takedowns. But then, if you want to change it up any minute later, you could, you see 3 people, why not just throw an M24 grenade at them? That seems like a great idea. Bad day at the office for those guys. Whenever you do alert your enemies, you will need to relocate. So essentially, big explosion going off, they're going to come over and start investigating. The only other difference is when it comes to sniping. Essentially, you can snipe as long as you like until they start investigating the area, and that'll be about 3 or 4 kills. Lovely look at the new kill cam now. I thought you'd appreciate that. Full body this time, so you can even break bones in hands and feet and everything. It's definitely as gruesome as it ever has been. So now we're going to continue forward and actually do an objective. So our job here is to set off some explosives underneath an artillery sentry. So the thing in red there is actually an ammo box that you can go pick up your ammo. You can go and replenish all your machine gun ammo, your well rod ammo, and your sniper ammo. But you could also shoot that and actually essentially set off a massive fireworks display. Right now though, because at the time, I'm a professional sniper, I'm not here to make pyrotechnics happen. We're just going to sneak on through here. We've obviously spotted that guard. We needed to know where he's going to end up. But that little star, which is 23 meters away, wanted to know if anyone else is in the area. So we're going to head over to that star there, which is in the basement of this building. Bad timing here. Oh, better just leg it down the stairs. By leg it, I mean crouch walk, because that's what every professional sniper does. And down into the basement here. Now, obviously, classic game mechanic usually would be there'd be some sweaty red barrel that you'd shoot and everything would go up. Now, obviously, there is a lovely, explosive barrel. Who put this here? Whoever designed this building really is dangerous. We're going to use flint and steel, which essentially is going to set off a mini fire. And then we're going to stand back and watch our own homemade fireworks set off. The next objective, we have to take out this motor pool. There are 2 tanks sitting and waiting for a day at the office, yet they've been parked next to a big fuel canister. So I guess it would be our job to take that out. So we've made it out alive with no burn marks after blowing up 2 tanks. 20 minutes of silent crawling later, we find ourselves with a Panzerschreck on top of an infantry barracks, trying to take out an artillery sentry. Obviously, getting away with that sort of activity is hard work. So we're going to get out of here. We've dealt with 3 of the objectives. Now to move on and find out what exactly this third and final objective might just be. Yep, you've guessed it. We're going to take out a tank. Come back tomorrow when we do just that.